So your site was doing really well on Google and then one day fell off the face of the planet. Yep, in this video, we're talking all things Google algorithms. In a world where every click counts and every search has a purpose, there really are only two major influences to your ability to rank, and that is what you do and what Google does. In this video, you're going to learn what are Google algorithms, what are the top algorithms that have changed the SEO landscape over the course of the last 10 years, and how to stay up on the latest on Google algorithms, and of course then what you can do. But first, if this is the type of content that you're interested in, go ahead and do us both a favor, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and toggle that notification bell so that you can stay up on all the latest tips, tricks, and trends for SEO and digital marketing. All right, let's dive in. Google's algorithms are at the heart of its operation. So then what is a Google algorithm? Consider this example or metaphor. Business owners, you are the book writer, you're the author. Your website is the book. Us SEOs are the librarian to Google's library, and Google's algorithms are like the Dewey Decimal System. In short, we, the SEOs or the librarians, or we could say book publishers for a different metaphor, but we work with the author, you, the business owner, to write a book to not only index it on the shelf where people are going to find it according to the Dewey Decimal System, but we're actually going to index each individual page in its appropriate place on the shelf. Like building a motor, or a process in a business, or one of those machine building or farming games that you play on your phone, the algorithm is putting in all the components into this well-oiled machine so that it can produce the desired outcome. And both the beauty and a surprise to most people are that those algorithms or those rules are not a secret. They are openly available for the most part to the public. Now I say for the most part because if Google told us exactly what each algorithm was looking for, that does open the gates for people then to spam those algorithms, which have been done in the past. So there is a level of ambiguity to make sure that we are all abiding by ethical principles. But for the most part, Google does want us to know what to do to get onto Google because it's a symbiotic relationship. We produce good content that gives them something to serve up to their users, and then people come back to Google to find answers. All right, so let's go ahead and dive into the top 5 algorithms that essentially make up the landscape of SEO and Google search for today. The first is Google's Panda update. Launched in 2011, the Panda algorithm targeted low quality and thin content. It aimed to reward websites with high quality and relevant and engaging content. In turn, if your website had spammy, duplicate, or shallow content, it likely lost rankings overnight. Number 2 is Google's Penguin update. Following shortly after in 2012, Google released Penguin, targeting sites with spammy backlink acquisition strategies. Penguin cleaned up the search engine results by penalizing websites attempting to game the system. It was the end to shortcuts and ultimately put focus on ethical practices. The third crucial update that makes up a good portion of today's landscape is Google's Hummingbird update. In 2013, Hummingbird was released, designed to better understand user intent. It emphasized natural language processing and context in search queries, forcing optimization for topics, not just keywords. This played a pivotal role in how and why we group keywords semantically or categorically before we begin mapping them to existing or new URLs. The fourth key algorithm we'll talk about today is RankBrain. In 2015, Google released RankBrain, which is essentially an AI system or a group of algorithms designed to interpret complex and unique search queries, ultimately improving the relevance of the search results. For SEOs, this emphasized the importance of user-centric, informative, and comprehensive or holistic content. And the fifth and final crucial algorithm that we'll talk about today is BERT, or Bidirectional Encoder Representations from Transformers. In 2019, Google released BERT, ultimately focusing on understanding context of words in a query together, promoting sites that were considering direct answers to users' questions. And a quick bonus mention is Google's Helpful Content System. and the updates that are subsequent to that. The helpful content system essentially increasingly rewards sites that not only offer information, but go that extra mile in providing truly valuable and helpful content as an experienced expert in their appropriate field. It's a double down on the fact that SEO's success is contingent on your commitment to genuinely help your audience. Now that's just a quick summary of some of the top Google algorithms that have happened over the course of the last 10 years. Google is an ever-changing landscape, and our websites are ever-changing. That's why I have a job. So here are 2 things that you can do today to make sure you're on the up and up with that ever-changing landscape so that you can make sure you're making the right optimizations catering to the algorithm changes. Number 1, go ahead and subscribe to Search Engine Journal. And a little bonus tip here, you might as well subscribe to Google's blog as well. Here you're going to get the immediate and direct updates to what's happening on Google search. Number 2 is like and subscribe to this channel, as Google is certainly changing but is not going anywhere, and neither are we. So if you want to stay up on the latest and dive into what's happening on Google and how that's impacting sites and what you can do, this is the right place. We definitely encourage you to leave comments and let's have conversations about the things that we're talking about and how they're impacting our sites. We are definitely passionate about search and about SEO and websites in general, so if you are too, this is the right place to be. This is Quinn with RunLeadGen, and we'll see you next time.